Love is the goal, life is the journey. You should live in the world but remain untouched by it. You should remain in the world, but the world should not remain in you. To avoid pain, they avoid pleasure. To avoid death, they avoid life. Discover yourself, otherwise you have to depend on other people's opinions who don't know themselves. Life begins where fear ends. Truth is not something outside to be discovered, it is something inside to be realized. One just needs a little alertness to see and find out. Life is really a great cosmic laughter. When you are feeling very passionate, lust, sex takes over. Just try to be tranquil in the breathing, and you feel sex has disappeared. Be realistic. Plan for a miracle. The moment you start seeing life as non-serious, a playfulness, all the burden on your heart disappears. Falling in love, you remain a child. Rising in love, you mature. By and by, love becomes not a relationship, it becomes a state of your being. Not that you are in love, now you are love. Love is a spiritual phenomenon, lust is physical. Ego is psychological, love is spiritual. Millions of people are suffering. They want to be loved, but they don't know how to love. And love cannot exist as a monologue, it is a dialogue, a very harmonious dialogue. All the fear of death, of life, of love, everything disappears. Courage is a love affair with the unknown. There is no need of any competition with anybody. Yourself, and as yourself perfectly good. Accept yourself. Knowledge always liberates. Lovers have known sometimes what saints have not known. Whatever you feel, you become. It is your responsibility. You need power only to do something harmful. Otherwise, love is enough, compassion is enough. Think before you desire a thing. There is every possibility that it will be fulfilled, and then you will suffer. There exists no God. What exists is godliness, and that godliness surrounds you. We are all in the same ocean. A certain darkness is needed to see the stars. Friendship is the purest love. It is the highest form of love, where nothing is asked for, no condition, where one simply enjoys giving. Nobody has the power to take 2 steps together, you can take only 1 step at a time. Love in its purest form is a sharing of joy. It asks nothing in return, it expects nothing. Love is a spiritual phenomenon, lust is physical. Ego is psychological, love is spiritual. You cannot have heaven and hell together, you can have only one. It is your choice. If you really want peace on earth, create peace in your heart, in your being. That is the right place to begin with and then spread. Love can give a new soul to sex. Then the sex is transfigured, it becomes beautiful. It is no longer sex, it has something of the beyond in it. It has become a bridge. Darkness is an absence of light. Ego is an absence of awareness. Love is dangerous. Sex is not dangerous. The body can become a vehicle to that which is beyond body, and sex energy can become a spiritual force. In the total orgasmic joy of sex, time disappears, ego disappears. Love a woman as a goddess, then love becomes worship. Don't be afraid of experience, because the more experience you have, the more mature you become. A little foolishness, enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors, that will do. Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence. Falling in love, you remain a child. Rising in love, you mature. By and by, love becomes not a relationship, it becomes a state of your being. Not that you are in love, now you are love. It is beautiful to be alone. It is also beautiful to be in love, to be with people. And they are complementary, not contradictory. Sex has become more and more attractive because of its condemnation by priests. The woman is to be loved, not understood. That is the first understanding. You are not here accidentally, you are here meaningfully. There is a purpose behind you. The whole intends to do something through you. Tantra is primarily about uniting love, spirituality, and sexuality with awareness. What is discipline? Discipline means creating an order within you. As you are chaos. We never talk directly about death. If someone dies, we use substitute words. We say he has gone to the Father, or he has gone to heaven. Death is never faced directly. Live as intensely as possible. Burn your candle of life from both ends. All life exists through sex. All life grows out of it. The creative person is one who has insight, who can see things nobody else has ever seen before, who hears things that nobody has heard before. Then there is creativity. Sex is just the beginning, not the end. But if you miss the beginning, then you will miss the end also. Life is not a problem. To look at it as a problem is to take a wrong step. It is a mystery to be lived, loved, experienced. Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence. The comfortable, convenient life is not a real life. The more comfortable, the less alive. The most comfortable life is in the grave. Respect life, revere life. There is nothing more holy than life, nothing more divine than life. It is a strange thing that every child is born with a closed hand, and every body dies with an open hand. I live my life based on two principles. 1. I live as if today was my last day on earth. 2. I live today as if I am going to live forever. You don't try to become.